Hi, we're live. Welcome to Bali. Hey, I've got this really deep message that I want you to get, and this transmission here on this live. It's in the conversation, particularly for coaches with courses. But if you have if you're an online service provider, a coach, a consultant, a mentor, or let's say you've gone through something in your life, like as you transition and transform, you're at one place in your life and you transition and transform and get to the next level. And the more times you do that through life, you're more uniquely qualified to help people who are currently vibrating at the frequency that you were once vibrating at. Thanks for joining here. Hey, good to see you. And you're uniquely qualified to help these people. And so I'm a messenger for marketing. And in this video, I want to give you a holistic view of a map of reality that could be a possibility for you if you want to monetize your advice, grow and scale a business. And I'm going to give you a bunch of science here and what sales funnels, you probably maybe heard that term before, and follow-up systems, and a little bit about my background and how I got into that 4 or 5 years ago, and what I'm seeing in the industry today. I'm going to give you some science, some math, but I'm also going to hopefully make this lighter for you and make it more tangible. The things that are on the board, all the science of how to piece all this together, is kind of rigid. And what I found is that there's a science and there's an art to putting all this together to make a business online that's in harmony, that this thing sings. And I really particularly like engaging this conversation with you if you have what Paulo Coelho in the book The Alchemist calls a soul's urge message. Like you have a message that you've transitioned and transformed, got to the next level in your life, and you know that you can help people with it. And I want to help you get that out. My mission is to accelerate your mission. My mission is to accelerate your mission of getting that message out of you, so that you don't grow up old and wish you had got that out and just haven't got it out. That maybe you experience pressure and noise in life and you feel like you consistently will until you get your message out. I relate with that. If you do too, then this is perfect time, space for you to dive into this video. This is going to, once you get this training, you're going to see the internet like the Matrix, but you're going to see a possibility, the whole map, because what I see in the online marketing space is so many gurus and people telling you the do's and don'ts, the rights and the wrongs of how to do it. And there's no right or wrong. There's literally 1,000 ways to piece together the science that I can show you about. And the art comes from your heart. And it helps to understand the science and the destination, kind of the possibility of where you could evolve with your online business and how to grow and scale it. That will inform, when you understand the nuances of how to piece the science together, it will help inform the way that you create your art from your heart and the way that you get it out. And so there's some words. I wrote them down at the bottom of the board here, but I feel like I'm just kind of flowing here on Facebook Live and just want to share some concepts with you. I like changing these words. So entrepreneur, I'd like to, on this path, on this journey to become a professional helper, to serve with your message, to really help people, I like to just replace the word entrepreneur with professional helper. Because we're casting spells with our words. The words that we say have neurological wirings in the brain through the nervous system, electrical, signals being sent through your body. You feel emotions, energy in motion in your body. Thoughts are the language of the mind, which is the brain in motion. Feelings are the language of the body. And so I believe that our work here to do is, I like to replace that term with, it's really the journey. Your work is the journey to understand yourself better, to get to your next level of you. And the more you do that, again, the more qualified you are to help people who are currently vibrating at the frequency you were once vibrating. So change entrepreneur to professional helper. Work is now the journey. And what about this word marketing? You see, when we hear these different words, we might have different neural associations that trigger different feelings in our body, which bring us into a past reality. So I want to change this word. What if marketing, instead of the word marketing as we might know it, and the multi-definitions of each of these words that we can think of and how they might feel to us in our body, that we change this word marketing to sharing. How does that feel? Does that feel easier? Does that feel lighter? Is that simpler? It's my whole thing about this whole mind and brain stuff. I'm going to go into some science, but I want to make this simpler for you so you can digest it and actually practically use it. This is what we're sharing in the Healthy Wealthy Nomad Tribe Facebook group. There's a link in this post. If you're not already in there, go ahead and join the Healthy Wealthy Nomad Tribe Facebook group, because it's my intention to go in there and help you out. All right, I set up these systems for the last several years. You know, when I left my hometown in Nashville, Tennessee in December 2014 in my Sprinter van I converted to an RV, my first destination was Austin, Texas. I drove 14 hours, had a little 2-hour nap on the way down there, and I arrived a couple hours late into Digital Marketer headquarters, and they're teaching this piece of science over here. They call it the follow-up machine. And so my mantra when I left Nashville, Tennessee was, oh man, I just want to go be healthy, wealthy, and nomadic. And I'm like, I'm going to learn from the best digital marketers in the world. I'm going to travel around the country to where they are, go visit them. You know, this is 2014. In 2015, I was in Russell Brunson's coaching program, and I met him in Boise, Idaho, and hanging around all these different entrepreneur circles, and just really fascinated and wanting to figure it out for myself. And then the last several years, I've been working and building these systems for clients. And I realized that I could, when I'm working on the back end, the way I was doing it for a couple years, I could only work with one client at a time because it required all my time and energy. And what I found out was that some systems allow me to help do system implementation mentoring, and I can help more people at a time. But I want to explain these 3 things. If you're in the conversation of funnels and follow-up, you may or may not be ready for them just yet. But understanding this map of reality is going to help you have a vision for what's on your horizon, what's possible, and what you could do. So if you know somebody who's into funnels and follow-up, who needs help with their business, please tag them in the comments below. Let them know about this training. This is just free service. You can't buy anything on this training right now. I'm just going to give you the download. You can reach out to me and we can have a conversation, but I just have to make sure that with everybody that I help, that your brain and your heart, your mind and your heart, your head and your heart are in total congruence and total alignment, and this training is designed to help you have that clarity. All right, so I guess in this training we're going to learn how to go from client trickle to client flow. You're going to know as you're bringing in leads in these rigid systems, and I'm going to break it down and show you lean systems that are going to help you co-create, free systems that help you co-create, that so many people in the funnels and follow-up online marketing space are overlooking or complicating, and like I have for many years, is make very elaborate things. But we've had quite successful results from these 3 different types of sales funnels, including with this follow-up machine. And I'm going to show you how to get intelligence from your leads, the people who don't buy from you, and your customers. I'm going to show you how to get what we call perpetual traffic. If you go to digitalmarketer.com, get on their blog, Perpetual Traffic, that's the name of their blog. It's this concept how you can generate new leads, subscribers, and customers every single day at break even or better. So and I'll break down this funnel with a case study. I've got a case study for each of these funnels, but also how they work to create an evergreen automated ecosystem. You know, when I learned all this science and found out there's an art to creating online businesses and growing and scaling them and working with clients through this, you know, my whole intention of going out in a Sprinter van and going around the world, and now I'm in beautiful Bali, Indonesia, is to create something that just I don't need to spend so much time on anymore. Once you create the assets and create the courses or create your service and create your funnels, that it's kind of working on the background and consistently generating you cash flow. So here we go. Funnel number 1 of funnels and follow-up. And again, these are, I think, rigid systems, and there are free, flexible systems that if you're just getting started out, you will want to use them instead of making funnels, because I find so many entrepreneurs in this digital nomad oasis, this beautiful jungle, rice fields in the background. So many people I see getting caught in the asking of the how-to questions. How do you do all this? How do you do this? But I don't think I think that's the answer, the question that gets most people stuck, I see, in what I call the digital weeds, and actually not being a professional helper or helping people. So Again, I'm making this training as a messenger for marketing to help you understand this ecosystem. First, a high ticket funnel. So I had a client, had a similar funnel. I know 5 different ways to make these depending on your clients, your market, your expertise, and how you communicate, how it could fit with you. There's like 5 different ways to make a high ticket funnel to sell your service. So again, whether you're a coach, mentor, consultant, you know, if you're selling something over $1,000 or $2,000, oftentimes you got to get somebody on a call. You might take in an application and then get them on a call. And so that's the first funnel that we focus on, is so that you can monetize. Call it a monetization funnel. Once you have this set in place, there's a lot of people who opt in to your funnel who didn't buy. And so what do? Well, here's an automated ask campaign. We've got that next. And then next, if you've got courses or one course, however many courses you have, you can create a similar funnel like this, and I'm going to show you how it all turns into an evergreen ecosystem with some math and some numbers. So it's going to get kind of nerdy, but again, I want to preface that there's easy, lean ways to do this. Thanks for tuning in. All right, the funnel is usually the pages, and I'll explain what a funnel is. A funnel is simply every time your screen loads and the internet browser loads, I call that a frame. And every single frame in a sales funnel it's designed to have one action objective. So if you have an ad, your screen loads, you see an advertisement in Facebook or Instagram, wherever it is, on YouTube, and the whole action objective, the number one action objective of the ad is to get the click. It goes to a landing page, which the action objective is to get in contact information to follow up. Then there's a presentation, a series of videos that explain what you do, offer education, and then it either leads to an application or book a calendar. Both of those, then you get on a call, send an invoice, and boom, there's your high-ticket sales funnel process. It's like a 24/7 salesperson. And why is this, different than a website? You see, if you go to most websites, they're going to have. I had a client last week, went to his website, and he had 75 links on his blog. On his website, there's 75 links. It doesn't control your focus. You could click on any of those 75 links, but this is like one action objective. There's only one thing for somebody to do. They go through this process to end up over here, which is to generate you income and cash flow. All right? I had a client set up a funnel like this, and on one webinar made $175,000. It's a good week, right? Most people who opt in, they don't buy your stuff. So we set up this ask campaign, this help me help you campaign, and it's just a 2-page funnel. It offers some advanced training afterwards, but basically, for all the people who don't buy, we have an automated system that sends them this little funnel that gets intelligence. So we're doing our research on autopilot, and every time somebody fills out, what challenges are you facing? What has you stuck? What's your single most important question to get you to the next level in your business or life? This is automatically populating a Google spreadsheet with all of these responses. That's on autopilot. It's an automated evergreen ecosystem that just keeps running and running and running and running. And so we're getting intelligence. So we understand how to better serve our tribe. We can reach out to them. The first month we started running this campaign with a client last year. We pulled in a $15,000 client from this one little funnel, from an existing list of people who didn't buy before. So this one, $175K. That's just one little case study. This one has made so far $15,000. That was in the first month. I don't even know what it is now, but it's populated hundreds of spreadsheet rows in Google Sheets where we can go in, look at the name, the contact information, and their responses, and it just keeps ever populating. It's really fantastic. This next one I helped a client with. She has an online course. And courses, the traditional way, the way that most people think of creating courses is not effective. Like, you might have an idea for a course, think I'm going to spend all this time, all this money, all this, get my videos right, get all this stuff right. But if you're being a professional helper, scratch that word entrepreneur, being a professional helper, and just help people, just make the offer first, lean launch, pre-sell, and co-create courses that sell themselves, because here's my personal philosophy and mantra that's just been hitting me in the last couple months is that presence is the ultimate destination. How do I mean? Presence, like it's what we all want more of. It's presence. We want more presence within ourselves, our self-awareness. We want to be more present with people who are present with themselves. We want to be in community with people who are celebrating life. Isn't it true? We want to be present with our breath, present with our mind, present with our body, so we can self-realize and help get ourselves to the next level. Being present to breathe, right? Presence is the destination. I think it's the solution for procrastination. It's pretty much the solution for basically everything. You just expand more into presence. And with that presence comes intimacy. You know, there's different intimacy levels along this value ladder, and I'll kind of break this down and explain some concepts, and you'll get some jargon here in a little bit. But basically what I want you to know is, you know, if this could bring in sales consistently, high ticket sales, whatever, you know, and I'll say again, this was $175K off one webinar we did, but this could be running in the background with ads. And if that's running perpetually and you can get perpetual traffic, perpetual leads and customers, that's a good deal. Everybody who doesn't buy gets the Ask campaign, and then you get a course funnel. The idea with the course funnel is this. This is what Digital Marketer calls the $1 million napkin. So we've got 5 elements to this. We've got what they call a lead magnet. You can write this down if you don't already have a piece of paper or an Evernote. Take notes. Lead magnet. I don't know if you can read that, but I'll just write them down so you can check them out. Tripwire, core offer, and profit maximizer. And then your return path. So your return path is this follow-up machine. That's the invisible selling machine. Because the visible pages that you see, that's the sales funnel and the visible funnel, but there's this invisible selling machine that goes on behind the scenes that you don't see when you look at somebody's web pages. It's going to be the return path, which is email follow-up. It could be Facebook Messenger bots. It can be retargeting ads. It's the return path that gets your leads, subscribers, prospects, customers to the next step in the conversation that they currently left off with you. Because, you know, somebody could see your ad, they click it, maybe they're in the grocery store and they have 15 seconds before they check out. So, you know, our attention span, I heard, is now down to 5 seconds. And the attention span of goldfish is 6 seconds. So we're competing with goldfish now on our attention span. So, of course, people are scattered and dropping things all the time, so we got a return path, get them back into the conversation where they left off. So, I'm going to break these 3 funnels down. So this course funnel, we have a lead magnet, which is an ethical bribe. It's something of high value that somebody could consume within maybe 5 minutes. If you join us in the Healthy Wealthy Nomad Tribe, we have a 16-point lead magnet checklist to make sure that you're on point with that. And your tripwire is, so usually somebody subscribes with their email address in exchange for this PDF or report or free video training. And that's what we call the lead magnet. It's something highly irresistible that they get. The tripwire product, usually depending on your market, it may vary, but it's often between $1 and $20 little products designed to convert a subscriber into a buyer, because it's the hardest thing to do to get somebody who does not know you to pay you the first dollar. And so a lower price product can help them do that. And then in this particular course, online course, sales funnel, here's the tripwire order form. As soon as somebody purchases, what happens when somebody purchases? Chemically in the limbic system in the brain is dopamine is spiked and triggered, and they get a high. So you want to take advantage of that. That high lasts, that dopamine spike lasts maybe 30 seconds. So on this one-time offer page, you might offer them your core offer. So I'm giving you a couple different visuals. We've got the $1 million napkin from Digital Marketer, and we've got this value ladder you may have seen from Russell Brunson of ClickFunnels, and I'm combining them to demonstrate, illustrate this point. that your lead magnet, tripwire, and core offer, if that's a course or you have multiple courses, if you don't have courses, that's cool, but I'm going to give you the statistics that we ran on this funnel, is that the idea is if this front-end funnel that has a lead magnet, tripwire, and core offer can convert advertising into profit at break even or better and get you new leads and customers every single day, I checked the stats, over 100 days exactly, we ran ads to a funnel set up like this. 100 days, we had over 6,000 subscribers, 6,000 emails. We had exactly 600 new customers. And when you convert a subscriber into a buyer, it changes the relationship. And that person's maybe 20 times more likely to buy from you again. So this is the reality of what's happening online when you go to grow and scale an online business and offering your advice. This is just the things, the science that a lot of people get hung up on. But I'm showing you what's possible, this map of reality, and then gonna hopefully give you some relief that there's simple, free tools to help you lean launch, plan, and grow. And then when you want to grow and scale with these systems, this is what that looks like online. So your front-end funnel, if this can get perpetual traffic, that's the goal. Perpetual traffic is this area with a funnel like this, or you could do it with your high-ticket service. You're just going to, the idea is that if you make perpetual traffic happen on the front end, then everything on the back end is pure profit. You're building subscribers and buyers every single day for free or better. We also made, actually, in 100 days, we made approximately 21,000, let's just call it 20K, net profit. So imagine what this would do for your business if you had, in the next 100 days, over 6,000 new email addresses for people who are really interested in what you had to offer, over 600 new customers, over $20,000 net profit, and then all the people who didn't buy, you're getting in, you've got a campaign that's automated and evergreen to ask how you can better serve them. So this is just a coach with a course, automated ecosystem, marketing system that is proven to work really, really well. I could go into this follow-up machine, but basically there's a few things you need to know. If you're already in the world of funnels and follow-up, is that there are three automations per funnel. So there's 3 funnel automations and 2 global automations that are going to help you, automatically build a relationship so that your clients, your subscribers automatically know, like, and trust you. They know who you are. And if the golden rule of all marketing was, if you provided value with every single marketing message, there's a statistic that says the average human sees and is bombarded with about 4,000 different marketing messages every single day. It's a lot, right? So imagine if every marketing message that you ever sent out offered value to your market. And whether they bought or not from you, it didn't matter because you were super cool with them and helped them out either way. It's basically what it is. Just be a professional helper. And hey, it's the whole thing I was saying at the beginning of this conversation, is that as you transition and transform and get to the next level, there are currently people vibrating at the frequency you were once at that you are best suited to serve. It goes deeper than that. It goes into like your childhood wounding and programming and finding the language of the emotions that are running through your body, how you might feel triggered in different times, how you work through your own personal development. The language of all of that and your own self-realization, the language from being present with yourself. If work is the journey, dissect that word. Journaling, to journal, is, I think, one of the most powerful ways to really help see our own self. And when you journal the words of your childhood fears, frustrations, what might be triggering you, and I give these sessions as well and have powerful conversations with people. It's so amazing, and I'm so humbled to do it, is when people open up to me and I ask questions, listen and reflect, and we can identify different emotions that haven't been dealt with, that are surfacing, that are being triggered, that are leading to behaviors that are not helping you get to the next level in your business. This is just, the surface level stuff. All this and asking how to is really, the real work is inside. Whew. But as you identify that more and more, you'll realize that you're here to serve specific people that only you can serve your unique special gifts to in the way that you can serve to them. I'm not going to reach them in the same way that you will. And so that's why I'm so passionate about sharing this message and my depth of nerd knowledge in this area, but wanting to help you simplify it and help our tribe, our global tribe of healthy, wealthy nomads. We've got that Facebook group. Please get in there if you like this conversation and want to know more. This is a very technical training, and I want to let you know that there's simple free systems that you can use to just help. That is going to set you up for success with a foundation built for this. And I'd love to share that message and help you understand the subtle art, the nuances, of the science, so that when you create that art from your heart to be a professional helper. I think entrepreneurs are really artists that have a message to share, and your artistry coming through in a special, unique way to really be of service to your true tribe, the people you're most resonant with. That it's kind of like a horse with blinders on. Like when you meet one of those people, or when they meet you, you've walked that path before. It's your story, your righteous aligned path, and they might not see this thing over here that you see so clearly, and you can point it out and be like, dude, I've been there, I've done that, I see you. And sometimes it's the hardest part to realize where we currently are on our journey and what it felt like before we transitioned and transformed. But that bridge, you bridging the gap with your epiphanies and transformation stories, is it's the language that will attract your true tribe, potentially your best friends in life, best clients, everything you want. I think the destination, once again, is presence. Getting in conversation. I'm open to having conversation with you. I have conversation here in the Healthy Wealthy Nomad Tribe group, and you can reach out to me in the link on this post to reach out to me directly. PM me on Facebook Messenger, and I'd be happy to discuss with you. Whew. So that's it. I don't think I need to go into the follow-up machine just to know, like, this is all your leads and subscribers and customers and stuff, and this applies to email. This also applies to Facebook Messenger bots and all the system of follow-up, and it's your return path that gets people back to the next step in the conversation. This can all be set up. All I need you to know from this is that this is a machine that runs 24/7, and with a few systems in place, you can automate this whole process. Life can be a lot easier, and this can hopefully help you end what I see a lot of people doing is first asking the how-to questions. Next is spray and pray marketing. That, oh man, I want to do this thing, but I feel like got to make this course and this content first and all that. And I'm saying that that's the old way of thinking, and we can lean launch, pre-sell, and co-create programs that sell themselves with our tribe, because we do it in presence. Daniel, Cave, blessings, brother. Good to see you on this stream. Yeah, so if you got questions, I want to know below. I mean, how awesome is that? Like, did that blow your mind or what? Did that just open up a whole new map of reality of what's possible? That you could consistently turn ads into profit with either of these systems, but have an automated evergreen ecosystem that is continuously gathering research intelligence so you can be a better professional helper on your journey to evolve and get to your next level. Hey, so good to see you all on here. Hey, if you're tuning in late, please catch the replay and share this out to the people that you feel might get value from this, that will get value from this, that will see the map of reality. If they're stuck in funnels and follow-up world, thank you. I know, I'm a genius, a step above with an H. I heard that from my old guitar teacher, right? It's a genius. What? I know, it's mad scientist, nerd out geniusness that I've been into, and I will claim that and accept that because we're all genius in our own way, and I've just spent a lot of logical mind life force energy to figure out this stuff, and now I want to like connect the dots, help explain it in a simpler way so that each of us can be healthy, wealthy, and nomadic and be a professional helper on our journey to get to the next level in our lives. Time and money freedom, less stress, more fun, more love, doing the things that you love to do, and realizing that, like, if you're doing things, here's another quick little exercise. If the activities that you're doing throughout the day, I want you to, anytime you notice, like maybe even every 30 minutes, you could set a timer on your iPhone for every 30 minutes and just check in with yourself. Just be like, are the activities that I'm doing right now, are they energizing to me? Or is it draining your energy? Every time you check into that. And maybe journal it out, journal on your journey, all right? And feel that out. And then make a list of stuff, things that are depleting your energy, and energy, things that you permanently love, activities which increase your growth and your confidence. That's energy. Stuff, maybe take notes on this or rewind it. Stuff is activities that devoid your energy or things that other people do better. Like if you're trying to figure all that out and it's stuff to you and you just can't connect the dots, like I've been there and done that and get this pretty good, then I'd ask yourself like, hey, what other questions could you ask? Instead of asking how-to questions, what if you ask who? Who could I reach out? Who could I reach out to that knows this stuff better? I'm giving you an opportunity. If you're stuck in that stuff, like talk to me and let's help energize your life more. Stuff is also relationships that go nowhere. So just stuff, energy. I want to help you have more momentum, energy in your life. And this is just a destination and a logical map, but I'm telling you, there's free tools to help get you in presence, to be a professional helper, and build your online personal brand, because here's the thing, your face is already your brand. Like the people who know you best in life, they think your name, they think of your face, or they see you, and what happens? Neurons in their brain fire, it goes down their nervous system, they feel feelings, energy, and motion throughout their body. Again, thoughts are the language of the mind, feelings are the language of the body, and you're already a brand to somebody. And like anything that you're selling in life, like people are just buying you. They're not buying like your products or your services. They're like, dude, I want some of that dude's energy, that woman's energy, like oh, your face is already your brand. So I think everybody, my vision is that, look, that's the destination that helps you get in presence. Yourname.com on the Facebook page, on the Facebook group with free, simple, lean tools. You don't have to get into the technical stuff if you're just starting out. If you're ready to grow and scale and you want to build a foundation that you can do this kind of stuff with and generate, 6,000 emails in 100 days, 600 new customers, $20,000 net profit, right there, turning ads into profit, and then maybe you want to make, $175,000 on a webinar with this funnel, this monetization funnel, and then maybe you want to take 15K clients from just being a better helper. Like I just threw 3 sketches of funnels that show you how this thing works. Hey, what's up? Hi, wave. That's it. That's all this transmission is. I wrote this down on the board yesterday, and I'm like, whew, I want to share this transmission. It's really powerful, and I want to have this conversation. If you're intrigued with this conversation, please join me in the Healthy Wealthy Nomad Facebook group. If you know somebody who needs to know this, please tag them in the comments below. And if you want to be present with me, I invite you to hit the link in the post description and reach out to me via Facebook Messenger. You'll hit my Facebook Messenger page. There's a question that I'll ask you. A couple questions on my little messenger bot, but then I read every message and then I'll come back to you in presence. So, whoa. All right. Cowabunga. What? Oh, from Bali. Have a beautiful day and I look forward to seeing you soon.